It's the Black Knights and the Bills under the lights on Monday night.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Lone Star State and the Alamo City of San Antonio, Texas. Tonight we will wind up Week 5 with a good battle, as it'll be the Buffalo Bills taking on the Black Knights of San Antonio. Hi again, everyone. Brandon Gaudin along with Charles Davis. And Charles, we take a look at this San Antonio team as they enter play. It's been all systems go in this first month. They're off to a 4-0 start.
And it's got folks believing that this is a team that's built to go all the way. You can't win the Super Bowl in September, but they're telling everyone that they're going to be there in the end.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Bills, they come in feeling good after back-to-back victories.
And the offense, my goodness, over 50 points in the win last weekend. When you do that...
The first quarter of the season already in the rear-view mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. Out of the end zone comes Smith. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. So here come the Bills on offense for the first time. And they will be led out by a guy certainly still trying to prove himself here in the league, the young rookie quarterback.
Anytime anyone throws for over 300 yards in a game, you know their name is going to be considered for Offensive Player of the Week. And in the AFC last week, our guy got it.
Yeah, he was the guy on top of his game. He'll try to duplicate that here in this one. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10. He'll drop to throw. The 40 before he's out of bounds. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
I haven't met a quarterback yet that didn't enter the league with a massive chip on his shoulder if he wasn't a first-round pick. They want to show the league that they made a big mistake. Determined to get the first down there, no hesitation at all to tuck it and go. I bet he will try to run through their entire defense if it meant reaching that marker.
The Bills had 2-2 through the first 4 weeks of the season, and they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. On first down, Alford. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Garner. And he's got this down to the 35. 14 yards, and the Bills will get a new set of downs.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
They'll run on first down. Alford down to about the 32. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 12 carries, 88 yards, and a touchdown.
They put a lot of effort into game playing and establishing this ground game last week, and the reward was a nice day rushing the ball. Helped them put a balanced offense out on the field. And that carry is an indicator that this ground game wants to be established again this week.
Oh, and this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. Play number 9 now on this pretty long opening drive. But this is 3rd down. They'll drop to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Now a handoff up the middle. Alford, he'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
And he'll get 4 there down to about the 12-yard line.
some of the most unselfish players on any football team? Defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
And the Bills are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Well, only their first drive, Charles, but they talked to us about needing to convert on third down, in particular not letting third and short opportunities slip through their fingers. Well, they were successful right there.
It also tells you that they're successful on first and second down as well to get to third and manageable and make them able to pick up those first downs. Now here we are, first and goal. They got to like what they're doing on this drive.
Only a yard that time, second and goal. And I think they stopped him again. They did at the 1-yard line. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on third and goal. Third and goal. Here's the option left. And he takes it in across the chalk for a Bills touchdown. It's their quarterback with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Bills will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Looking sharp on that first drive. These guys, of course, coming off back-to-back victories, and you see that kind of advancing into this game, don't you?
You certainly do, and when you have a team that doesn't get too full of itself, even though they've won 2 games in a row, you get the end result that we saw there, that nice opening drive, because they're sharp, they're focused, and they're locked into everything that they're doing.
The extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. Here's the Bills kickoff unit out as they will send this one away. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And a look here at their signal caller, the 5th-year quarterback.
His game last week reminded me of the old song, Accentuate the Positive, because that's about all he did, right?
Yeah.
3 touchdown passes, over 300 yards in the air, receivers happy.
And they got the win.
Got the win. If you're a running back that likes to catch passes, they're happy as well. Big-time game.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw again, Boswell. That's caught by Meredith right side. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Here is 3rd and 5. Looking to throw, Boswell. He's got his target. That's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A gain of 13 and also a first down.
I know at the end of games, coaches always tell us that no one play won or lost a game. But this seems pretty important early, doesn't it? Their ability to pick up that first down on 3rd down, I thought that was key.
Well, you're already in the hole after the touchdown on the other side. How will you respond? We talk about that a lot, and they responded pretty well there. You go 3 and out, I think you give up a lot of momentum. You get down 2 scores, could be an entirely different game.
So they've got a nice drive going now. They're in good shape. What's interesting to me is they're also in that spot of the field where you would take a shot. Do you change that up just because you're down a touchdown?
The numbers for him from a week ago, 20 carries, 75 yards, and a touchdown.
They're coming off of back-to-back wins, and I think a lot of credit belongs to this guy right here because, to me, he's not only carried his weight, he's carried a few other guys along as well. He's helped draw defensive attention away from not just him, but open things up for his teammates, too. So if this winning streak is going to continue to have some legs to it, he had
nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And he is going to bring this back inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. The defense, they were swarming that time and ultimately got to him before he could get rid of the football and knocked it free.
And don't you feel just a little bit of sympathy for him back there, though? So much going on, so much swirling around. He's trying to find someone downfield. He's trying to move around to find an open target. Sometimes you forget the number one thing, take care of the football.
So here come the Bills out for their second drive. They've got the ball in a great spot here, already inside the red zone following that fumble recovery. Now a throw in the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger right now. Imagine being able to stop them totally and change the momentum.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd. On 4th down, Sean McDermott trots the field goal unit out there. From the right hash, it's a 35-yard attempt. And his kick is right there. It's good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. Now a stoppage here as we've got a Bill shaken up on the play. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle it, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch. Now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete. Now a 2nd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete. You look at this Buffalo defense, and they've been pretty much a mess against the pass, number 31 in the league.
Theories abound. People have opinions. But too often for this team this season has been the big play that's done them in.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things. Get back to what works.
Here's Smith to return it. Call that a 46-yard punt, though they did get 9 back on the return. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. So here are the Bills to take over. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. Well, this defense, Charles, really played well in that win a week ago.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead. On first down, Halford. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. It's brought in by Harris. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. His first catch, good for 14 there and a first down.
Well, they obviously red man covers their partner, and he got downfield, broke down the defender, made him
What do you mean by that, Brooke?
Yeah, he made him think he was going to run a different route. Probably thought he was going to take it upfield. Then he curls back inside for the completion.
They run the option here on 1st and 10. And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. He'll decide to keep this once more. And bulldozing his way through. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. How about that? Their quarterback with his second touchdown in this opening quarter. And his guys now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes our score 17-0. So an early advantage now and a good one. 17-0 our scores. They kick this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on first down. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 23 yards on the play. $17-0 our score after one. Second quarter now, San Antonio in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Back to throw. Boswell. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down. Throw complete there. Rodgers. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. The offense on 3rd down tonight, just 1 for 3 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Again, he'll drop to throw. That is caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive continues. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll look to throw again. That one caught. It's Meredith. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 15 yards through the air and a 1st down.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
Back to throw again. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a 1st down.
That's the first time he's called his own number, but he's got to be overjoyed with the results. He wasn't just going to settle for a modest gain. To me, he was determined to come through with a big message to a defense that slept on him in the pocket.
And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. That's good for a gain of 6. 2nd and goal. And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. A great effort there. His 1st touchdown on the year. And the BlackKnights are able to cut into that deficit. Well, it was 2nd and goal. You're in there close. That's the fullback's comfort zone.
Not only is it his comfort zone, it's an expectation. That's what he's supposed to do. Turn and hand it to him. Big guys fire out. Find your way into the end zone.
Point after, right down the middle. And that'll cut the lead to 17-7. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. They have to be pleased with the way that they moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
On 2nd down, here's a keeper by the QB. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. Well, he's had success running the football in this one. Yeah, that's undeniable. But that time, the defense was on to it.
And partner, I think the more you see a play like this, the more they're able to diagnose it quicker and easier for them to defend it. I think you have to dress it up a little bit and show maybe some different formations and looks.
So the completion good for 7 there. And now 3rd down and 6 to go.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And this one is incomplete.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. A 41-yard punt there with no return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Throwing to start the drive. Boswell. And this will be caught by his big wide receiver. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And it's 2nd down. Looking to throw. Boswell. Throw right side, caught by Ridley. His first catch, good for 8 and a 1st down. Up the middle they go. Bridges.
And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line.
That one good for 14 yards. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Throwing again. Boswell. Over the middle, complete. That's Rodgers. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
On 3rd and 2, Boswell. And he will find Ridley. That's complete. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. Call it a loss of 2 there on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down.
It looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackle him for a loss.
And his kick is indeed good. And they're back within a touchdown. It's 17-10. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here.
These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
Well, sometimes that option can get bogged down before the gears really even get into motion, and I think that's what we saw there.
And I think what he saw, he thought defensive end right in his face because he looked up and he was right there.
Here's a diving catch right side, and they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
I know that rookie quarterbacks have to earn veteran receivers' trust. Maybe we saw that on that play with that type of effort, huh?
Yeah, helping out the rook with a heck of a catch.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10.
And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. He'll look to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space. On 3rd and short, they'll try option left. And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40.
A really nice effort that time. 12 yards on the keeper, picking up the first.
They're going to look to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Garner. And that's good for a gain of 6, and that will bring up second down. Now a handoff up the middle. Alford, and he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here, 3rd and 5.
It always helps when you get great run support from your safeties, and when you get one who can actually read the play and get upfield and shut it down before it gets going, that's exactly what you're looking for.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
They converted twice on 3rd down that drive already, but couldn't make it a 3rd. We always talk about in-game adjustments. How about what the defense did there, able to shut them down on that attempt?
They'll look to throw here. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Bills' drive stalls out on 4th down. And this 10-play drive winds up yielding nothing. And he'll have a tough time living that one down. It's one thing, Charles, to drop a pass. It's quite another to drop it on 4th down.
And so many teams work on that in terms of locking in on those key downs. You know, you and I have both been to practices where we've seen, hey, 3rd down situation, big 3rd down alert, lock in here, 4th down play, make sure you focus just a little bit extra. It didn't pay off in that situation.
Back to the air on 2nd down. Boswell, 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. From the gun on 3rd down. Boswell. Throwing left sideline there, but it's incomplete.
Well, they came up with points in their first 2 possessions, but it looks like they'll come up empty here on their 3rd drive. The defense finally starting to get locked into them a little bit. Might have to go a little bit deeper into their playbook on their next possession.
This first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. And the fair catch is taken at about the 13-yard line here. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Bills will be backed up to start the drive. They'll have it 1st and 10. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And not an abundance of time remains on the clock, Charles, but you would think more than enough to try to extend this lead before intermission.
And when you're talking about extending the lead, I think you're talking about aiming for the end zone because there is plenty of time for that. The fallback is to get 3. But in your mind, you put 6 on the board right before the half. That's a heck of a dagger and great momentum to carry into the locker room.
This 2nd and 4. Looking to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Garner. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And he's got his man in stride, complete. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
From the 35, back to work on 2nd and 4. Back to throw here. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. One more go for this offense in the first half. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on first down on the sack. So we've reached halftime with the visiting Bills taking the lead to the locker room. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports halftime report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL. We begin by taking a trip across the Atlantic to the City of Light, the French capital of Paris, where you see the final score there. The Blues continue to roll as they run their mark to a very strong 4-1 with the victory. From there, let's stay in the Midwest and head down to Kansas City to check on the Chiefs at Arrowhead. And they were winners as they defeat the visiting Philadelphia Eagles. 24-21, the final score. This has certainly been a fun one to watch so far. We knew this was going to be a battle, and we have not been disappointed. This is the kind of game that could wind up hinging on which side can play mistake-free football the rest of the way.
Okay, Coach, yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. This offense ready to go to begin this third quarter. And they do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them, because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline.
Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. Touchdown. A great play there. 73 yards.
And the BlackKnights come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
Now for the point after. And he gets it to go, and we're all even, 17 apiece. Well, the offense wasn't out there for a long time, but they were out there for a good time. One play, and they're able to hit pay dirt.
This taken in at the goal line. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
So here's the Bills offense now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half.
Their halftime lead now evaporated. We're back to level following that touchdown a moment ago.
And that shouldn't change the mindset a whole lot from an offensive perspective, because they already knew this was going to be a hard-fought game. Now they just need to go out, execute their game plan, and keep moving.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. They'll set up to throw. Forced out to his left. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
A loss of 3 on the sack made by multiple defenders. That time, finally, a measure of revenge as they get him down behind the line.
It almost felt like relief, didn't it? Because with the success he's had throughout this game, you'd almost expect him to get free and pick up 10 to 15 every time he takes off. Not in that case. That has to feel good for the defense. How about that strategy there, Brandon? Third down, they just said, we've got faith in our tacklers. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
So possession goes over here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. Throwing to start the drive. Boswell. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd and a yard. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick six last week. Not a pick six here, but an interception.
That's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here.
They'll have very good starting field position here as they try to break our tie, and they start 1st and 10.
Now a throw here to his running back, and he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards, and that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left. Up the middle they go. Alford, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down.
On 3rd down, Alford, and he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. They'll run on 1st down. Alford. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1.
51 yards on the ground for him now as he's done that on 15 carries.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Buffalo. It's the fullback.
His first rushing touchdown on the year.
And the Bills have taken the lead. And when the smaller guy can't power it across the goal line, Charles, sometimes you need to go with a fullback. They did. It worked.
What's that thing about force and mass? How's that?
Oh, yeah. Force equals mass times acceleration.
Oh, that's big-time stuff. That's from the same guy the apple dropped on his head, right?
Extra point splits the uprights, and they will take a 7-point lead. Here's the Bills kickoff unit now as they will send this one away.
This taken in right around the goal line. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
On 2nd down, Bridges, and he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
Yeah, and that was a safety that came through and made the play, but there's no doubt in my mind, he hits like a linebacker, and we see a lot of that in today's NFL, don't we?
And that time we do indeed. A big hit for a loss. Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Returnable here from the 38. Call it an even 40-yard punt. 7, though, on the return.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
The Bills getting set to go.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
But found his way into the backfield, and he simply would not be denied.
Well, they say that life's all about opportunities, and that holds true when you're playing defense as well. How about him seeing that chance, making the most of it, did a great job of wrapping him up and bringing him down.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
So here's a 3rd and 14.
Now back to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
Back out comes San Antonio.
And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and of course, foot dragging.
Little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. On first down, Bridges. And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. They'll keep it on the ground. Bridges. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 63 yards now on the ground at just 7 carries.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
They'll run on first down. Bridges. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Now a handoff up the middle. Bridges. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Up the middle they go. Bridges. He will push his way down to about the 14. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Back to throw. Boswell. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
On 3rd down, Boswell. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there that brings up 4th. And for the 2nd time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. From the left hash, a 31-yard attempt. And his kick is good. And that'll bring him back within 4.
So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps him inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
And they got to be pleased with this. He brings it all the way up to the 40-yard line. The Bills ready to take over. Obviously not the intended goal last drive. They had to punt the football, but still they've got the lead here, and now a chance to add on to that lead if they can get points on this drive. 1st and 10 upcoming.
They'll start on the ground here on first down.
And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47.
First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards. They'll try the left side. Alford. Oh, that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line.
A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They'll drop to throw. Escaping the... And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up second down. He'll look to throw. Under pressure, they got him again. They push him back 8 yards that time on second down.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead, and thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace pass rushers.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Garner. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. One quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now in San Antonio. It's the Bills with a lead and the football here to begin the fourth quarter. And this one is right through. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. From a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a one-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
Back out comes San Antonio. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But also have to remember, they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Looking to throw. Boswell. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. Second down. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. Bridges. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Being chased out left. And he nearly got the first himself, but it appears he's going to be about a yard or 2 short. Decent gain on the scramble at 6, but now it's 4th.
That was a good effort there, trying to do it on his own, but as a defender, you're in a tough spot because you have coverage responsibilities behind you, and if you take off too quick to try and get him down, he might loft it over your head.
So better to track with your man defensively than try to go up and make a stop on the quarterback.
Exactly right. What you're hoping is that your guys in the front 7 can get him down.
And he's got the first down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield. Back to throw. Boswell. Over the middle, that's caught by Meredith. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Now a 2nd and 2. Off the play fake. Boswell. Side here, and that's complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. 27 yards there, a first down. I'll tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Off play action. Boswell. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19.
That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Up the middle they go. Bridges. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. Only 2 yards on the pickup there, and now they're looking at a long 3rd down.
Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
The frustration evident there because he couldn't find anyone on 3rd down, and he left no doubt that he was throwing that one away.
And his kick is good. And that'll bring him back within 4. So an interesting call there to take the 3. I mean, I guess they're thinking that their hands were tied, but, 4th quarter, that field goal might not help them that much in the end.
Yeah, eventually they're going to need the touchdown. The thinking must have been they didn't feel confident about picking it up there, hoping maybe on defense they can get better field position, get a turnover, get a better play, and then they'll have a chance to attack the end zone.
Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. 2nd and 4. He finds his man complete. It's Garner. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. Alford. And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. 102 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
They'll let the QB keep it here off the option.
And a pretty big hole as he's down to about the 40. He'll get 9 yards on the keeper there, but it's still going to leave him with a 3rd and 1. He'll drop to throw.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
So it looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the 1st. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This will get the lead up to 7. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And that'll make this a 7-point game. So he remains perfect, 3 for 3 in the field goal department.
And it's so important for any offense to have an ace like him up their sleeve, isn't it? Because now you know what his range is, and as soon as your offense gets there, you're pretty much counting on 3 points going up on the board.
Now a crease here as he's past the 30. He might take this all the way. He will take this all the way. Touchdown!
One of the most exciting plays in football. A kickoff return for a touchdown. And in all the excitement, let's not lose sight of the fact that now the pressure shifts to that snapper, holder, and kicker. This extra point is really important.
Now the extra point. And no sweat. He puts it through, and we are tied here in the fourth. Well, we talk a lot about explosive plays on offense. How about an explosive play on special teams? Certainly one there on the kick return for a touchdown.
What a way to wrap up the week in the NFL. All tied on this Monday night as the kick is away. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. Back now on offense, the Buffalo Bills. And we essentially have a brand new ball game. After that last field goal has tied us all up, we brace for what should be an exciting rest of this fourth quarter.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot.
He'll keep it himself.
And holding it may be the wrong decision as he stopped in the backfield. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down.
And not a lot of success to be found there.
Oh, you got that right, partner, because if you're trying to make guys miss about 10 yards or so downfield, that's a pretty good play. But if you got to do it in your own backfield, I consider that a problem. That doesn't work too well.
And he's going to have a Bills first down as he's able to get this up to the 37-yard line.
Another carry for their leader, and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Right back to him on first down. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
118 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's first and 10.
They'll keep it on the ground. Alford. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. Second and 10. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports.
They'll try again here. Second and 10.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw.
Pass complete to Harris.
And he'll take this from 147-yard line to the other. A gain of 6.
What a way to wrap up the week. Now a big play. It's third down.
Back to throw.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Partner, you got to like what they're doing right there. Little by little, they're getting closer. Another good pickup.
Here's first down.
Now a give, right side. Alford, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They're making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point, you have to have a splash play in there as well.
On second down now. Alford flashed the stick skills, but didn't get a ton from it. Stopped short of the 35.
Work to do here with a crowd at fever pitch. 3rd and 9. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
On third down, Alford.
And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line.
Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. Now, what's the thinking here? Because a touchdown would be nice, but you've ensured yourself a chance at 3 in the lead, so how worried are you about the 6?
You're not very worried about if you're confident in your kicker. And if you got a kicker who can put it through the post, you feel really good about trying to bleed that clock down. In an ideal scenario, your kicker puts it through the post as the clock hits zeros.
So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to almost certainly win the football game. And his kick here is good. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. He hasn't missed a kick all year. Why would he start now?
That's a great question, isn't it? Well, maybe because that was the most nerve-wracking kick he had to attempt all year, but he knocked it through just like it was an easy chip shot.
And he returns this to the 22. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. One final shot. They'll look to throw. Able to hook up here with Ridley. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds.
Well, it took us until the final play, Charles, to officially decide a winner. Although on that last play they were so backed up it would have taken a miracle, and they couldn't get that miracle done.
Well, I like how you stayed with it because we both knew that this had to go down to the last play, and neither side was going to exhale until that play concluded because we've seen the improbable before. A couple of laterals, maybe some poor defense on the back end. They might have gone all the way to the end zone. In this case, though, it didn't happen. Perhaps next time.
So for Buffalo, they move back over 500 at 3-2 now on the year. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for San Antonio, it was a good first month, but they'll fall to 4-1 as they suffer their first loss. And they'll look to get